But we're going to do Empire Rise of Battleship. Probably going to get some sound here. There it is. So this game came out about a month ago. It's in pre-release status, so there's only about 100 people playing on it. I thought that maybe I'd be able to move ships around and shoot guns and stuff, but no, it's kind of like the standard old base attack thing where you build up your headquarters and you have all these support buildings and stuff. So I'm kind of far into it on this account, where I've been playing for about maybe a little bit over 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. But you see your standard layout, the headquarters. You got an embassy, which is you kind of get some additional functionality if you're raiding stuff. You're gonna add more ships and stuff or other fleets into your raids. But this is all just a ship game. Initially, you only get your headquarters. You get this teleportation station. This is where you get your ships from. I'll get into that in a sec. And then if you click this little globe off to the bottom right here, that's where you go to sea, and then that's where your ships are, and you get to float them around and fight shit. So I've got one out there, see if up here on the top left, collecting oil, which is the bane of your existence on this game. Collect oil all the time, but you get a search. So this little, I don't know, magnifying glass thing over here on the left side, the green, tap that. So I'm going to send a fleet out to get some oil. Level 6, you can 5, 4, 3, just find different levels, but find a level 6 station. So that's got 300k oil left. And I hit collect. And I'll select fleet 3 here, and then go. I send it out, so that fleet can collect 42,380, and it's all based on these little ships on the bottom where it says reserve. Those top ships don't really mean a damn thing right now when you're collecting oil, so it's really the bottom ones. So that this one right here, collection ship, that's how fast they pick up stuff. And then the repair ship, that's not even good at all. It's oh, that's the problem. As soon as you exit a screen, it goes back to the wrong fleet. But fleet 3, so this third one in, transport ship, that's the one that holds your goods and stuff. So that's the one, and I have to go back every time. That's the one that holds 42,000. Fleet 2 has 2 of those, so 89,000. One's a 5-star, so it holds a little bit more. So I'm going to select 3, send it out. Then it shows the trajectory, and then it goes to that oil, and it's going to sit there for like 40 minutes on that and collect until it fills up, and it comes back and drops oil back off. If you look at the top there, those are my resources. 263k oil. And that's not enough really to do anything, but it takes time to build it all up. I just initiated a headquarters upgrade, so I used about 5.8 million oil that I had built up over the last few days. I just tapped on the headquarters, so this is what I passively collect: metal, crystal, and dollars. And all of that's based on, see, the chaotic world. You go through these little maps here and you fight all these little, every one of those little spots. I've already beaten them, so I've got nothing to do in here at this point. But once you do that, there's also, you know, you can claim the experience. You got ship and personal experience to upgrade your level, which your level doesn't really mean much, but I hit the claim and I collected that. And then loot. These are random items that you get. So I collected that, and those things accumulate passively. So the only thing you really have to farm is oil. And then the passive stuff fills up about once every 10 hours. Moving over to these other buildings, I got alloy, which I've not collected for 2 hours, but that's what I've accumulated. Then we'll go over to Naval Academy. Captain experience, 648, which that's not a lot too. So if I click on the building and go in and enter, these are my ship captains or commanders or whatever the hell they are. But the ones with the little red dots means I can upgrade them. So if I tap one, I can do that little green arrow, but I don't have a use for that guy. What I want to do is kind of upgrade this guy. So I have 47,000 accumulated. I need 85 for the next level. I could upgrade this dude right now if I wanted, but I kind of want to do the sub-captain because that's what my fleet is, my main one. And then in here, the teleportation station. Enter. This is where you get your ships from. And the part about this is you just randomly get a drop. So this little timer on the right side where it says free 25 hours, 10 minutes. In that amount of time, I get one free draw on the super teleport to get a ship. And the regular teleport on the left, I can draw a free one right now, which will do that. Lots of excitement, and then a crappy 2-star ship, which these are totally useless. If you look on the top, I've got a blue box. I got 5 of those that I can draw, and then 2 red, so we'll just do those so you can see what goes on here. So I'm going to tap the draw and get another one. I used one free one, and these are the 5 that I've earned or bought or however it was. So Jianghuai, 1-star ship, junk. Formidable 2-star ship, also junk. Basically anything under 5 stars is not really that useful at all. And it's proving to be pretty few and far between in this game where you can draw stuff. But we'll just go through and use up all the little teleportation boxes and see what we get. Nothing. Alright, so we're going to do the supers. I have 2 of those. Let's draw 2. A 3-star ship, which you can't do anything with. And another 3-star ship, invincible. If you look at the top there, it says 480 of 1,000. Once you get to 1,000, you get to tap the orange box. That actually gives you a 5-star ship. The only thing that really counts is the orange boxes increases that number by 10 each time. The blue does nothing. But once you get to 1,000, you get a 5-star ship. That's about the only point where I actually get anything. Over here on the left side, the 18. So these are helping my allies. So you just do help all, and that pops up pretty frequently when people need help. Warship lab. This opens up. Gosh, I think it was like HQ level 8 or something. But you know, you passively collect tech chips, and you also get tech chips by fighting in ally instances. But enter this. So these are upgrades. So you got a carrier. There's different classes of ships here. So carrier and battleship. You can use those as flagships. You can't use both at the same time. So there's not really a point in focusing on both. You kind of pick one or the other. But I mean, I've built a sub fleet, so I've pushed this up pretty far. All of these are so high that I can't really do anything with those right now, but we'll go down here. So that little present box that opens up every when that timer comes down. Quests, these are little things that you achieve during the game, and then you get those little loot boxes or whatever the hell, and you have to go through and like upgrade tech one time, do all these little accomplishments, and then you get points, and then once you get that many points, you open a box, and in the boxes are stuff. And on that far right side, total points, these big boxes, these actually tend to have more of those teleport boxes, which give you the orange and blue boxes to get more ships and help the allies again. Drill center, this is a little kind of like PvP thing that doesn't really count towards anything. But if you see there in the yellow across everybody's, underneath everybody's name, that's their fleet strength. So mine is not super strong. It's about 50,000, but I have subs, which is kind of a weird thing. We'll pick this one. So if you look, you can see who you're fighting against. They've got 4 subs and 1 ship, and I've got 5 subs. So the subs tend to be interesting in battle versus everything else from what I've seen. A sub stays stealth for about 30 seconds in the battle, so they can't really see you and shoot you, so you can shoot at them. So basically what's going to happen here, oh wait, they don't even have a ship, it's 5 subs. So anyways, I'm doing a full sub battle here. I might win, I don't know, we'll see. It's probably kind of even because I'm 51,225 versus 50,371, and we have the same ship captain, so they kind of did the same thing. But we're going to do the drill, and we pull up a battle here, and it zooms and flies around and crap. So everybody's stealth, so nothing's going to really happen here for a while. I hit this little eyeball thing so I can see health of everything. So we're going to sit here and do nothing for a little bit and see which subs are better. Boom, 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 boom. This is the most boring battle in the world, probably. On that bottom right, that little arrow, I can skip the whole battle too. There we go. So now something's happening. Hit his kilo, and yeah, he's probably going to beat me because he just took out 2 of mine. Well, sort of even. The Collins, they spawn a little mimic ship too, which it's kind of dumb, but this is all passive. I'm not fighting anything right now. The computer just controls all this stuff. It's all just AI right now. Oh, wait. Boom, 2 left. Okay, so I got 3 Collins. They've got a kilo and 1 Collins. Might actually win. Probably will win now. This kilo is going to be down. Collins. Alright, so I'll probably win this. So there's a battle. I mean, not very eventful. Probably the most boring battle you can choose, but you know, just to show you a little demo of that. If I chose a different one here, so we'll do probably the 2 on the right, because those 100,000, those are probably really strong, and I bet I can't beat them. So this, you got 3 subs and 2 ships. So what's going to happen here is my subs are going to fire on those 2 ships that are visible for the first 25-30 seconds. And so I'll probably get those 2 ships killed, and then nothing's going to happen for a little bit. You almost got like a little bit of an advantage. So look at that. Almost. Alright, so killed the 2 ships. 3 subs versus 5 subs. And none of them can see each other. Now they can, and they all just start shooting each other. Kilo down. My kilo's down. Mike Collins spawned a mimic sub, which they should shoot at him and waste their time on that for a little bit. So that's an advantage for me, because I'm taking out, 40% of their fleet because they can't see it at all. But my subs can. And they're going to shoot one more time. One more time. Here we go. So, that's the end of the battle. Won that one. So there's an example of another one there. So what I can do here is, we'll just pick Danix. Oh, that's 5 subs. Looks like everybody's catching on to my little ploy here. I've been doing this for about 2 weeks. Deep Cursed. Yeah, this will probably be a win too. So we'll just drill. I'm going to skip this battle. Once it starts, I can just hit the arrow and just be done. And you get that when you do the VIP and pay a little bit of money to play the game. I probably bought some of the packs, get up to VIP 6, which is not a huge amount of cash, but I was a little bit interested, so we'll see. I don't even know what I was doing there, but it doesn't matter. The rewards and penalties of winning and losing this is not very steep at all. So we're just going to go through and just blast through some of these, just to burn the battles up. I mean, if you can, pick something that you can win, but I mean, it's not super important. What you're trying to do is accumulate. So if you see victory points down there, you want to accumulate points is to get these boxes like this. So, you know, my next level of box is 300 gems and blankety blank. I mean, it's not a huge reward. Let's see, 1173, so I could probably get one here. Fight Danix with his subs. Skip it. 1. Seek and Destroy. Another one of my little ally mates there. Almost all subs. I think everybody's catching on to the fact that subs are pretty strong. You're at a disadvantage if you use a ship with all the subs, though, because it just, everybody can see that ship and they just pummel them right there. So it's like 5 subs versus 1 ship, and they just die. As you're seeing here, I've not even been hit yet, but I'm taking out 2 of their ships. So just, you know, so you can see that. So 2 colons, 1 kilo versus 3 colons, 2 kilos. They're dead. Skip it. What else do we got here? And you can do change, you know, skip if you don't think you can beat them. Take a look at this one. Might be able to beat it. We'll try it. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. There's no penalty for losing. You don't have to really repair anything. It's just like a skirmish. It's a practice or drill. Skip it. Drill. Alright, so that should be enough to get that box. So I've unlocked that box there, 1200 points. So gems, 500 experience for ships, and looks like 50k times 10, so 500,000 in cash. My next level of box there, oh, there is none. So I have 6 days left on this whole drill thing, and there's no point into doing any of it anymore, other than getting, you know, allied participation points for fighting or whatever it is. Those are my defense. The defense chest is just, it's a total joke. You get like just scraps of metal and stuff. So, you know, it's kind of a waste. But rank 10, which is kind of really lopsided. If you look at Ice Cold over there, the #1 guy, 332,000 strength on his fleet, and mine is 50k, and I'm 10th. Not really rewarding, but it's just part of the game, and it's probably something they need to fix eventually, but it's a new game. So let's go over to here. Port, this is where you can see your fleets. So fleet 1, that's my sub fleet. You can open these subs and upgrade. These are maxed out for whatever my star level is. You can't go above level 100. See the red dot? That means I can consume all these things and make a 6-star, but I would have to consume a couple of these other ones that I'm using to do that, and I don't want to do that at this point. So I need a couple other 5-star subs to make a 6-star sub. Durability, this is auto repair, so if you're fighting in the open sea, this is where you repair your damage. Repairing. So looked at that. Here's Seamans Club. This is where you just enter in and you just buy stupid crap in here, and it's mainly just to get your daily points and stuff to open up more boxes. There's not really anything too super exciting here. Like you can use gems, this rank activation card, if you look up here in your icon on the top left. So if I click on that little swirly thing there, you get these bonuses right there for having your rank activated. So it's good to keep that on all the time. And I'm almost to level 85, which doesn't mean anything either. There's so many things in here that don't really amount to anything. It's like not important at all. Let's go back into Seamans Club here. Okay, so roulette on the bottom right here. So you can draw this thing, and I gotta show you this. This is just stupid. So if you do 10, you only need 8 to get 10 rolls on this, and it does them all at one time. So I tend to save up 8 of these little roulette slips or tokens or fucking tickets or whatever the hell you call them, and do it all at once. Because watch this. I mean, I'm gonna do one right now. This little thing spins around, and it just kind of takes too long, you know. It just floats around, and you just sit here and waste time, and it just gives you a stupid prize. It's really rare that you get, because you want like that 5-star ship up there, but you're not going to get that. You're going to get 50,000 metal, you know what I mean? So I gotta sit here and tick these off one at a time. So that's why I just save them up till I get 8 and just do them all. And you know, you actually get a 20% bonus because you're getting 10 rolls for the price of 8. So let's just get out of there. That's just boring. Shipyard. What are we doing here? This is where you repair a ship, and this is free. So you basically, if your ship is in the port, it's not doing anything, you can place it in there by tapping it. But these are all repaired ships, so I don't have to worry about it because you saw me do that earlier. I could repair 2 for free there. I don't really use Shipyard. The War Factory is where you produce these repair modules, and for 112,000 oil and 562,000 cash, I can produce 900 of those repair things, which I already have, you know, 15,000 of those, and then the next level down 13. And the more you upgrade it, the stronger the repair modules are. I don't really get the point of that either, of having 6 different ones, but whatever. All right, so ship mod. So here, see where you see the little yellow or the red dots there? These are ones. That's a ship where it says that I have everything to upgrade it. So I can upgrade this Wichita. So I go in here, I can select that. Oops. I guess I'll do that one. And click out. Wichita, I'll use 3 of those. And then Tashkent, if that's how you say it. Alright, so basically you take all these ships and you consume them. 4-star cruisers, so I'll just use the lower ones that I've done nothing with. Okay, so now I can turn all of these ships into one 5-star ship. One 5-star Wichita. Boom, look at that. Isn't that exciting? And then, so I could do that too with this, but I mean, there's not too much of a point to make a 5-star collection ship or 6-star or whatever the hell. Yeah, 5-star is what I'd be doing there. I have one, but yeah, I'd rather have the numbers that I have. So 6-star, this would be my kilo sub that I can upgrade, but I have to consume my other kilo subs, so I need them all right now, so I'm not going to do that. Let's see, quests. So I've accomplished something here. Open up one of these little boxes. Event. Here's another thing too. So this goes every day, and you just go through and okay. So I upgraded stars and earned 10 points. So I get pieces of these ships, these little puzzle things. So I've earned some 4-star ship puzzle pieces and some 3-star. And I go in here, select warship. So this, I got 105 of those, takes 30 of them to make 1 ship, so I can make 3 ships. We'll make 3 ships. Whoopity-doo. Okay. What else do I have? This one I can make, looks like 6. Let's make 6 of these. Not much you can do with a 3-star, but moving along. Resources, that's something, I get the notification because I just got some. Basically these you just take and select it and you cache that in and it just puts it into your inventory. So I got the little metal alloy, whatever the heck it is. And the rest of them, there's no reason to really cache those in unless you are actually going to use them, because if somebody beats up your base, some of it could get plundered. But PvP is not that penalizing at this point. They take so little of what you have that it's not really worth worrying about it, but there's no reason to cache them in unless you're going to use them, so just leave them there. The other thing you do in the ship mod yard, disassemble. So I can take and tap this 1-star. These things are all useless. You're not going to do anything with these 1-star ships. So you just auto select, then go to 2 stars, auto select, and I'm just going to disassemble them. And you get, it's really peanuts. I mean, $6,100 and 1,000 warship experience, that doesn't really amount to anything useful. It's just really a waste of time. And the fact that I even get those drops is just a waste of time. What else do we have here? Energy Center. You go inside of this. So when it's full, if you look over to the right side, you get a 20% bonus on output of your Academy, Ship Lab, and Alloy. And that's, you know, alloys here. This is for when you get to like level 30 on your ship, you do an upgrade, and then you can go to level 50 and so and so. Naval Academy is where you get commander points and upgrade your commanders, so you get bonuses on those two. And then I think it was the warship one was the other one, where you get points to upgrade physical types of ships. R&D Center, this is the one I kind of don't really get. We have the most elite team of warship designers. If you want to draw up a warship, just leave it to us. So I have this thing at level 17. I have no freaking clue what it does. No clue. I mean, I just upgrade it because I have to. Tech Center is a little bit more useful because you have all these techs here. So basic tech, these are ones you start with, and you go through and you upgrade each row until you get 50%. You can move to the next row. So all of those are upgraded. Go to mid-level. I've gone through these, 50%, moved on to advanced. So if you look at it, I've focused a lot on like the subs, because that's what my whole fleet is. There's no reason to really get in there and upgrade the other ones unless you really just want to get 50%, move to the next row. So collection and transport, that helps me get more oil. Transport ships upgrade, that helps the ships hold more oil, and collection helps the collection ships collect more oil to load the transport ships. Drone tech, I think that's for obtain opponents' defensive. It's really when you scout other players' bases what it tells you about, and there's not really that much of that. And at this point, you really just go attack their shit and see what happens. Landing craft improvement, that's when you attack a base, and if you're using a landing craft, that's not really useful either. So at this point, I'm really just upgrading the collection and transport ships on that row. The one above it, I don't really use carriers, battleships, or cruisers, or destroyers. But I did those just to get it to 50% to improve my collection and transport. I don't have expert tech because you need level 23 tech. In here, HQ, so enter this. That basically does the same thing as if I just click on this green globe here. It takes me to the same place. This is a locked one, and so when my HQ gets to level 20, I can fight these other battles. And we were in here earlier, so you saw that. But if you look across the top, that's what I'm collecting per hour of each of those resources, and that's all passive. So it's really just the oil that's the pain in the ass in this game. And you have to go to sea and collect the oil. This little camera here on the top, or the bottom right here, if I tick that and then move, I can zoom out. and kind of look at this. So these are oil rigs, so you send your ships out to these things, and you slowly deplete them. Like, there's nothing left of this one, but there's 180 of that. So I moved out here. I'm in the middle of, that's the whole map there. I'm in the middle of kind of nobody here, and that's just so I can collect oil without other people competing, because it's sort of a pain if there's a bunch of people there. Anyways, let's so I'll show you a couple things here that are sort of stupid. So I got one attack that I can send at this pirate fleet thing. Let's see, go zoom back in here. All right, so select the pirate fleet. I'll attack. Send my first fleet in, which is my battle one. So fleet is set off. If you look at the top there, watch this notification. This is kind of indicative of what the developers' grasp of English is. It's pretty bad, but I'd like to just have them, you know, fix it. They say something just about every aspect of the game where you're kind of just trying to figure out what they're trying to say, but your fleet has already reached its location or whatever. It's already, and they say already so many times in this thing, and then when it goes back, your fleet has already reached the base. So the grammar in this thing is quite lacking, and I'd love to just rewrite everything and just show them, or at least tell them, because I understand, you know, English might not be their number one language, but you know, for those of us that do, we kind of like, it's like my 9-year-old wrote the English for the game. She writes better sentences than they do. So back in here, so basically to upgrade the HQ, I had to go through and put teleportation to 19, embassy to 19, and all of these things. So to go to 20 on this, I need 1.3 million oil, 14 million cash, and 8.7 million metal. And I don't have any of that. And this is just a small building. Just to give you an idea of the cost of this thing. So you kind of hit a brick wall when you get to about level 15, where everything just slows to a grind and you have to just park on stuff. I have a building queue that's empty. My tech queue is empty because I just simply cannot afford to upgrade anything. Module queue. This is where you go to the war factory. So I could build modules. Might as well just do that. Build them to repair my ships, even though I don't need more. But it just consumes some. And when you're doing this all the time, you just use so much oil. It's like they need to reduce the amount of oil that this whole game consumes for all these little pieces and parts of everything. It's like it uses 5 times too much oil for everything. Let's take another look in here too. Let's go to the Alliance tab on the, if you see the notification on the bottom right. Oh wait, let's collect my little present. I've earned 2,000 warship experience. Wow, that's exciting. Okay, so Alliance. So in here you've got your clan or whatever they're called in every game. These are the functions. So this help is other people that are building things. You can help them along. Every time you click it, it speeds up their queue by like 5 minutes. So the more people to help, the quicker it goes. And then you just kind of get stuck. So like mine, 4 days and 8 hours or whatever the hell it is. And so that's going to take forever to do. Tech, you go into this. So these are all boosts that help everybody in the Alliance. So you just go in here, and this is what the leader has selected as a priority. So you can go in here and you just tap the donate. I don't really get the point of the experience part, because what difference does it make what level my thing is? Because the only thing that matters is your HQ level. Activity, this is like the other thing, accomplishments you made during the day, and this is on the Alliance level. So I get to open this box now. 20 shards of this little 3-star ship that I don't care about. 850 of these alliance tokens. Those actually are probably the most useful thing you can get. You spend those in the shop. So in here you just buy this, but the refresh is totally cheap here. So you can run through here and just buy like 500k oil. So this is probably the most useful thing you could do, is just sit there and refresh until you get what you want. Buy some cash. Here's 500k cash. So you can just go in there and buy that. Oh, there's advanced too, so you can get these little captain shards too to build more captains, which I already have both those guys. This thing's really kind of expensive to refresh, so I don't really do that one like the other one. Pack, these are packs that kind of just drop and you claim them, so it's just more points and minor loot box things. Alright, close that. Instance, this is like a big ship battle that everybody fights, and I've slowly became the suck over time, and I'm down here in level, I'm 14th place on fighting this thing, but these ships are just, they're crazy strong, but you know, there's no loss by getting killed in here. It's just really just doing a little bit of damage. You get 2 whacks at it a day, and these are just other little functions of the alliance that are in there. So not much else in there. Event center, that's like that's the thing that you're in the main page. So event, the same thing as going to event right there, that little cup. So you don't really need this event center thing. The one thing that's I also find annoying is the cross battle reaches level 8. I mean, that notification is giant. It takes up a lot of the screen. I mean, I can close this little panel on the left side, but this notification is, it's just totally in the way and inappropriate. It should just be like a little thing down, maybe the size of that little present box off to the left. Resources, so that just tells me that I just got more resources from whatever it was I just did. But that kind of sums it up. I mean, the PvP, let's see, let's zoom out. Let's see if we can find somebody else here. Oops, I think I zoomed out too far. Let's zoom back in. Like this guy here, I can scout him. Cost me a little bit of money. My SR-71 flies out there and sees what's happening, and I can send an attack, but there's not really much you can get. I mean, you fight them and you just really just annoy people at this point. And then you got these pirates that you fight, like the pirate fleet on the left there. The max you can fight is level 21, so I just attack that, and so I send my thing out, I attack it, and it's done, and you get a little crappy reward. Like the elite, you get, see if you see the prize, I could get 5 pieces of a 3-star ship, and this is the hardest one I can even fight at this stage too, and I'm you know, HQ level 20 or whatever. My fleet can only beat that. Pirate base, it's actually a lot stronger. If I sent all of my fleets out at this 1.6 million power, I could get some shards of that ship there. I can't beat a level 3. And then the oil mines. So really what you're doing here is just fighting these 3 right here. The pirate base, I mean, you have to send out all your fleets to get something decent, and most of the time you don't get squat. So I guess that kind of sums it up for now. They do have to do some work on this game. I mean, it just gets simply boring at points. There's not much really to do. The battle is all automated, and you don't really have any kind of tactics in battle at all. You just, you know, hit fight, and they just do whatever they want, and you just hope for the best result. And they don't always do the best thing of what you would think. So, but yeah, it is the beginning stages of the game, and you know, hopefully it gets better. But You know, this is like a lot of other games. So you have the headquarters, farm resources, build up your stuff, expand your tech, build fleets, and go fight. And rinse, recycle, repeat over again. So hope they do something else. I mean, so far it's really hard to get decent ships, and I've not gotten anything good in a week, so I've totally quit spending on this. But we'll see where this goes. So anyways,